Hey guys, it's Vani from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome to another video. In today's video, I am bringing you along with me as I do a Sunday planning for my homeschool week that is coming up. The first thing that I'm doing is grading all of my son's work from the last 3 days of school last week. And I realized that this is something that I should be doing right after he finishes his assignment so that I can go over it. But since I didn't, I grabbed my trusty red pen and I'm marking up his math, and then I'm moving on to his language arts, and then I'm going to sit with him on Monday morning and review the mistakes that he has made. But normally going forward, I'm just going to make sure that I don't forget to do it right after he's done. While I'm checking his work and finishing up each subject, I'm also putting everything away because I want to get my dining room table cleared every Sunday for the homeschool week, and I do need to be better about tidying it up at the end of every homeschool day so that we can actually eat dinner on it, since that is the main purpose of this table. The next thing I'm doing is planning out his actual assignments. I find that it's easier to give him a notebook with his assignments in it that he can check off. Now, I absolutely love planners, but I am horrible about actually following them and using them. And I find that it's easier for me to just use a composition notebook, write down their assignments each week, and that way they can just go ahead and check them off. When planning your kids' weeks, don't forget to adapt and be flexible. Understand that homeschooling allows for flexibility. Be open to adjusting your plan if needed. Consider your child's pace and interests. This week we have a bunch of fun activities coming up. We have a field trip on Friday to the Tampa movie theater that is like one of the first movie theaters ever built or something like that. It's a really neat movie theater. That's Friday. Then Thursday we have a homeschool event during the daytime. And so this is going to keep us out of the classroom for 2 out of our 3 days. So I'm also planning some afternoon activities, possibly with friends. We also have church, and my daughter has gymnastics and things like that. So I am adding these to the top of his page so that he can see and know and prepare his mind for whatever it is that he has going on that day. Now, before I even recorded this video, I already planned my third grader's activities, making sure to include her American Heritage Girl badge work, which I thought would be a lot of fun. So we are incorporating our Native American badge work into our history. And after that, we're going to jump into archery, which goes into Native American history, but it's also something that she's interested in learning how to do as well. So one thing I didn't incorporate in the beginning of this homeschool year was character trait study for my kids. And for years, we have been using the Laying Down the Rails along with the companions that I got at the FPEA Homeschool Convention. So I decided to go ahead and incorporate this into their lives again. And not just that, we are also going to start a better morning time. Right now, I wasn't being consistent with their morning basket. And for the new morning time, I want to do our read out loud and then do the character study. And then I also want to take turns doing their Bible one-on-one, because we have been neglecting our time in the Word, and which is super important. The next thing I'm doing is creating a calendar for my son for 2 reasons. One, in his new character trait, we are doing cleanliness because they need to step up a little bit with the amount of chores that they have been doing, as well as keeping their rooms tidier and just learning to take care of themselves, cleaning their ears and cutting their nails on time, and just doing those types of things, washing their own laundry and things like that. So I'm actually adding these things to his calendar so that he knows when to do it, and so it becomes a habit and he's just doing it automatically on his own. I am also adding on here the activities that we have for the homeschool week, because a lot of times we'll have like a long homeschool day and then he doesn't realize that he has youth group at night, and then he's kind of bummed out because he was looking forward to an at-home day. So I figured making him a calendar would help him to get better adjusted and know what's going on for the day. If you guys saw one of my previous videos, you would have seen that I had created for my kids 2 charts on one page. One of them is a screen time chart, which they have to earn their screen time at the end of the homeschool day. And this has really been helping them to be motivated to get their work done on time and get all of their things done and get along with each other and whatever it is that I had on that list. The second thing is an allowance chart. So each of them were earning $1 a week per age. So my 16-year-old was getting $16 a week on top of all the money she's always asking for, which I have to be better about that. My 7-year-old was getting $7 and my 12-year-old was getting $12 a week. And they will continue to get this amount of money. However, now they have to also earn it. So the simple things that they have to do are things like do their nightly chores every day, do their schoolwork every week. My daughter has to be on time to her school every day. They have to get she has to get her homework done, and there's a different list of things. So I'm making one chart for each child, and then I'm going to post it in my laundry room out of the public view for me to keep an eye on and mark off every single day. At the end of the week, I will go back and review it and then see who has earned all of their allowance or not. So the last thing I have to do, of course, is just finish cleaning up my table and sweeping the floor to this room using my new Mrs. Meyer's mom scent that I found on Amazon, and call it a night. Thank you guys so much for watching and planning and cleaning with me, and I will see you guys in the next video.